All right then, people, welcome back to Adam's Anxiety Recovery Journey, a channel that is hopefully, well, obviously to now and hopefully to the near future. I want to dedicate this channel to obviously all things self-improvement, and I talk about anxiety recovery on this channel, guys. And I don't script these videos, I just talk from the heart and just see where it goes. Before this video begins, guys, if you would be so gracious to subscribe and like and comment this video, we greatly appreciate it, guys. So guys, without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about setbacks, guys. Let's talk about setbacks. So just talking from personal experience and what's actually happened in my life recently. So you're going throughout life and anxiety is difficult, and you find it difficult to deal with, and then you obviously leverage the internet to obviously find answers and information and tips, and you actually find some things that are helpful. You find Claire Weeks, you find he's not massively popular, but Sean Kassam, go check him out. Day Anxiety, Dr. Harry Barry, loads of different resources, and you start making progress, guys. You start re-engaging with life. You start using these techniques and mindsets to push your boundaries, and you actually make a massive amount of progress. And you go throughout life, guys, and it could be a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you don't have any anxiety. And you sort of think to yourself like, oh, this is just something that happened, I wouldn't have to deal with this again. You start going throughout life and you start making connections with people and things are going well, and then bang, all of a sudden, all of your anxiety symptoms come crashing on top of you. All these old feelings come to the surface. It could have been a big change in your life. It could have been a circumstance, could have been a certain situation, could have been a person. It could have been anything, guys. It could have, it could be anything that's general and something that could have triggered you. And you obviously at the start of your journey, you obviously, you of course were very sensitized, and you were responding to the fear that you were receiving. And likewise, again, you respond with fear, and you get lumped into a place of despair and depression. And if you're at that place, guys, and you feel like you've made no progress. And first off, guys, when I watch like resources and stuff, like if you're going through a setback right now, congratulate yourself, because what does it mean? I mean, you need to experience a failure, a setback, if you have been winning, if you have been progressing in life. So but it's a sort of a special thing, guys. Like I've gone through many setbacks. I've been on like the anxiety recovery journey for probably about 6 months now, and I've been through many setbacks in those 6 months. And it's interesting, whenever I've gone through a sort of a setback, it would probably last between maybe a week, 2 weeks. I'm not sure really. It's not like a general timeline, but it would last maybe like a week and a half. But it felt like it lasted way longer than that. And my mind was completely convinced that this was not going to end, and this anxiety, this is a life sentence. And I was saying to my family, my mother, like, I want to go see a therapist and things like that. And then a week later, then when I start engaging with just life again and just cracking on, the anxiety goes away again. So it's like you get put into a pit of despair. Anxiety tells you that that this is never going to go away, and you're in this place of despair, and then eventually it just goes away by its own. And the response and the answer to this, guys, to setbacks, is always the same. Is to respond to your symptoms just like you respond to your symptoms when you're having a good day. When you're having a good day, guys, you don't need to say to yourself, I need to respond to my symptoms with acceptance. When your symptoms are low, you don't have to say that to yourself. But when the symptoms are high and you're experiencing a lot of anxiety and you're uncomfortable, that's where the real challenge is. And obviously, guys, no one's perfect, and like it's so difficult to do, because your body's on high alert, and yet you're continuously responding with acceptance. You're allowing it, and you're letting time pass, and it goes away on its own, guys. And this is something to say, guys, as well. Setbacks always pass. They will always pass. You can drag it on, you know, you can respond with fear, frustration, anger, resentment towards the world. You can drag it on and it will end that way, or you can accept it, allow it, embrace it, accept everything that it brings and all the old feelings and all the rest of it, and it will go as well. Which is true. It is true. It's a funny old thing, guys. Anxiety is a true paradox, because when we sort of look at any other sort of illness, well, first off, anxiety is not an illness. It's not a mental illness. It's simply an oversensitive nervous system. But if we look at like a broken bone or any other illness or disease, or like a flu or a cold, it heals continuously over time. But anxiety is different. Anxiety will, you know, it's sort of like, you know, business. You know, it's sort of like making money. Like, you know, some months you're gonna make you know, money, like free up. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like you know, 3 years up, 3 years down. It's like that. And when you go through these setbacks, guys, your setbacks, once you know, obviously, you know, keep learning how to respond to the anxiety differently with acceptance, your setbacks will get, you know, less and less frequent. And when those old feelings of anxiety comes, guys, you will be able to respond with them. You'll be able to deal with them. And yeah, it's funny because anxiety isn't the broken bone that heals continuously, but setbacks are part of recovery. This is very, very difficult to understand, guys, and I mean this rightfully so. Like, Adam, you're telling me that, you know, I've got these horrible headaches again. I'm having these tremors, like my body's shaking again. I don't want to leave the house and things like that. I don't want to, you know, you know, my social anxiety came back. You know, all of my symptoms came back, or maybe 1 or 2 of my symptoms came back. And yeah, guys, it is part of the journey. It's part of the recovery process. And as I say, guys, you know, as you learn to respond to it, it will get less and less frequent over time. And it's interesting how anxiety works. As I said, it's a paradox. You know, like if you embrace the anxiety, like for example, guys, I'm going through a setback right now. I'm not going to go massive into detail about it, but I had a big disappointment last week, and I was thrown back into a pit of despair. But I've gotten up a lot quicker than I would have 6 months ago or 3 months ago. And I was going to say now, yeah. So it really is a paradox. You can drag it out, or you can simply allow it to be there. You know, just sit with your uncomfortable sensations, and remember, guys, that it will pass. And the funny thing that anxiety does do, it sort of convinces you that it will never end, and you're the only person going through this. I can assure you that I know there's probably millions of people who suffer with this. You know, obviously mental health issues are on the rise, which is sad, as well as depression. That's obviously for another video. Yeah, guys, this is my experience. I hope this helped you. I hope I gave a solution. But there isn't really. There's obviously a clear answer, guys, is to accept it, embrace it, and you know, stay strong, bro, or sis, or whoever you are. You know, this is a journey, guys, the anxiety recovery journey. And it's funny, guys, you know how Byron McDonough, go search him up on YouTube. He's fantastic. He's helped like thousands of people recover from anxiety, and he says, like, you know, people with anxiety disorders, like, you'll find them like a lot of them like will have, you know, increased amounts of creativity, of compassion. So, you know, I look at this as like an upside, and obviously it's something for me to share on YouTube and stuff, and to share value in this way. So yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and share, and subscribe to the Adam Donegan channel if you're new here. God bless, guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.